That's broke the internet.
I ain't break no motherfucking internet.
Shit.
I was still able to find porn.
Only person that can break the fucking internet is fucking Drake.
I mean,
This wasn't talked about as much as Drake, but damn if it wasn't talked about.
So, Astroworld, initial impressions, Pill.
I honestly didn't want to listen to it. I was like, but I was forced to listen to about half of it when I was in DC because I was with somebody that's a fan and he was fanning out. He was just like, I gotta listen to this shit, and it's just like,
see, that ruins the whole experience. If you with somebody that's trying to force you to like something, it's not easy for you to get into it because you just resisting because of the fact that they just doing too much. Like,
it's just like then a Drake song came on, he fanning out even more. I can't believe you put Drake on here. This shit. All right, Joe, it's just Drake. Calm down. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Other than that, I initially didn't want to listen to it. But
okay, well, initial impressions. Did you want to listen to it?
Nope.
Neither did I.
Till dropped that shit. I was like, shit. I just, you know what? I'm not gonna listen to this shit.
You know what it is? It's like my thing is I felt like this is the point where we start separating. Like I'm old now. So I'm not trying to listen to no young nigga named Travis Scott.
I mean,
it's another example of a young nigga. I seen this nigga on an interview with his little baby mother or whatever. This nigga can barely speak, yo. I'm sorry.
It's been, I mean, this album was talked about since the day it dropped. And then like I said, I had people telling me, oh, the album of the year reviews and this, that, and the third. And I was just like, yo, it's a Travis Scott project. It can't be album of the year.
It can't be.
So
it can be. I would assume sometimes.
It could be, but you know.
All right, so highs and lows, Will. Big bank take little bank.
For me, like the first 8 songs sound real repetitive. And I'm like, I'm sitting there thinking like, is this how the rest of the album's gonna go?
Exactly.
That it's gonna be that repetitive. I mean, I didn't know when one ended and another one started because they were that similar. And then out the blue, the shit just out and out switched. I mean, talking about like complete train wreck. And then it went to a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm like, all right, cool. Like the what's the one you played? The was it 5%? 5% 10?
Yeah.
When it got to like that, I was like, all right, I get it now. But then like 2 songs later, it starts going back to the first 2 and 3. So that was it. I mean, that's my only gripe with it. I mean, it wasn't a hard listen. I mean, fairly easy. I mean, but it just was a little too repetitive for me.
Too fucking repetitive. Pill, highs and lows. Some agree that it was definitely repetitive. The whole album pretty much sounded the same. I guess the parts that I hated the most was his R&B-ish. I'm gonna sing on this record, and I'm gonna sing on the whole entire record, and that should annoyed the hell out of me.
But that one towards like to the end, he should have broke the first half up with that.
I could have done without it. Period. Like,
I could have too, but I'm just saying
I could have done without the
break
singing
that whole repetitive shit. You can make a mixtape off this. You can DJ that whole shit right there and don't even have to do shit. Just press play.
Definitely easy to listen to. The production was upbeat to a certain extent. It had your ones and twos that threw the whole flow of the project off. But I'm probably not gonna listen to it ever again. I might press play one more time, but other than that, it's not again, it was never a thing. It was nothing I was excited about to listen to in the first place. It was just everybody was talking about it, so it was just like, all right, I guess I gotta press play. So
I ain't even gonna lie to you, my nigga. I didn't even press play.
We was waiting on you, and I pressed play.
That's all it was. Because I was not. I said, "What the fuck you dropping it?" Nope. That was the first thing that counts. I clicked that shit. I was like, nope.
We was talking the other day. I was like, I know it's another album we forgetting. and I just happened to be scrolling through Google Play. Oh shit, Travis
No,
Scott.
I saw it.
You just didn't.
I was not pressed. I was not clicking on it.
All right. Let me give y'all my highs and lows. Like I went into it with the same anger and venom. You two gentlemen went into it, but I have a different standpoint. Like I really felt like, and initially, the first 30 seconds of the first record, I was like, yeah, this is garbage. I made it through a minute and a half. It's definitely garbage. So all right, this is I'm back. I was like, I'm going where I think I'm going. I get to the second record, that's when everything changed. That's when I started hearing like the creativity and the risk taking, and like even though it's very basic drum patterns and it's very much what everything else is doing, he has these different sounds and these different things going on. Now, the thing that blew me away was I feel like he took the A$AP formula, like A$AP Rocky and all them. Remember how A$AP Rocky used to sound real gothic?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and the gothic sounds and all that. I feel like he took it to a place that they couldn't take it to. So like they were trying to go somewhere with it, but they got stuck with that New York 1-2 shit. It didn't go too far. I feel like Travis took that shit and was like, yo, I'm gonna put some fucking cocaine, some heroin, and some speed in this motherfucker and some Molly. And we about to take you to a whole nother planet. Maybe a Quaalude or two. And I think he just took it to a whole new level. That's when I really started appreciating what I was hearing. Like, wasn't expecting to like Travis Scott. Definitely didn't want to like this. But I have to say that every track from after the first one, second track on, was like really started turning me around. You know what I'm saying? Once it got past 5% tint, it took it to a whole nother level. That's
when the whole album changed.
Right. And I enjoyed it even more. I really loved how they ran through the project. Even the names of the songs was creative. How they linked the names of the songs in with the concepts of the records. The concepts in the records are fucking dope. So like this is everything that I lecture artists to be. Like, yo, don't be scared to push boundaries on production. Don't be scared to write. Don't be scared to come up with a different subject matter. I can't hate on it. Now, am I going to listen to this a lot? I don't know, but I actually tell you that I really feel like I need to sit with this album one or two more times to let you know whether or not I feel like it's a classic or whether I feel like it's something that's going to be something I'm going to rock with forever. But I ain't going to lie to you. The young boy is on to something. Like, yo, he's definitely on to something. And it's completely different from what everybody else is doing. And I applaud him because I've heard Little Baby album and I've heard, some young, Moneybagg Yo and this and that. And the shit that I was missing out of those projects, I'm definitely getting out of Travis Scott. And I'm not going to knock him. And I'm definitely very, very pleasantly surprised to hear that quality, to hear, honestly, this is where fucking Kanye need to be going. This is where, like, he doing what the greats is doing. I mean, because I guess he's supposed to be one of the greats because he's like a great producer at this time period. But I'm definitely giving him his props, man. He killing it right now. Him and Mike Dean, shout out to them. So
the last project we did with Travis Scott was the
was it the rodeo thing?
The Honcho Quavo.
Yeah, that was garbage.
Yeah, complete garbage.
Yeah, straight garbage. But he did a great job with this. So let's talk about all right. Let's review this between 1 and 5 mics. Lyrics between 1 and 5 mics. Will
3.
Pill.
I give it 2.5.
All right, I'm gonna give lyrics a 3. Let's talk about the production between 1 and 5 mics. Pill.
I give it a 3.
Will.
I'll say a 3.
Okay, I'm gonna give this a 3.5. Let's talk about the flow of the project, how one song flows into the next in relation to the whole project. Will.
3.2.
Pill.
Give it a 3.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna give it a 3. Let's talk about the artwork on the project and how it relates to the music. Pill.
How it relates to the music. The artwork is, I'll give it a 4, but how it relates to the music, I have no idea.
Word. Will?
I'm in the same boat with Pill.
You won't give it a 4, but you have no idea how it relates to the music?
Pretty much.
No idea what the fuck that shit got to do.
I'm definitely giving it a 4, 4.5. But I would be too scared to put it on my wall.
Right.
Because It's not demonic. It's just weird.
It's weird.
But I'll definitely
I'll put
give
it on the front door.
I definitely give it a 4.5.
Gotta scare people away.
Let's talk about the overall project between 1 and 5 mics. Will, where you at with it?
I'd give it a 3.4.
3.4, he said. For those who hearing him whisper, like you can't see this fucking pill.
I want to give it a 3.5.
I'm gonna give it a 3.5 as well. Contingent on a 4 after 2 more listens. I need to listen and see if it's really as good as I think it is.
Contingent on a 4.
All right, so is this hip hop?
No.
Nah, I don't feel like it's hip hop. I feel like it's
I
rap.
don't know what it is.
I feel like it's some next space age rap
It's
shit.
rap, but I don't know if it's not. Definitely not.
Does this have any replay value on a personal level?
Unfortunately.
Some songs.
Okay, 3 records on that nigga. And yes, definitely for me.
It
Like
would
I
definitely not go in the system.
said, it would. Yo,
This joint
it'll
kills.
destroy
I know
your
that.
sound system.
I say this joint kills. Like, yeah.
Would you recommend this to a friend?
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't have to, but yeah.
Sure, why not?
Would you call Dave up and tell him, yo, check out this motherfucking Astroworld?
Probably not.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, tell us what you think in the comment section.
How long has he been signed with Grand Hustle?
A long time since the beginning.
I had no idea.
He's been signed to Grand Hustle and Good Music at the same time.
Didn't know that.
So anyway, shout out to them. Y'all keep it popping. Don't forget to leave your comments in the comment section. Subscribe to the podcast. Google Play, iTunes, and wherever. iHeartRadio. Smash that like button. Thank you. And let's move to the next one.
Smash the like button.
Nikki. No.
No.
Let's do YG.
That's what's up.
And we're going to end the night
Nikki.
with Nikki. So
Let's end the night with YG.
why? That's the, yo.
Let's end the night
Nikki
with
the-
Nikki.
Yeah, I got a lot
Let's
to say
end the
about
night
Nikki. I got a lot to say, so I want to get this. Let's get YG out of the way. YG, stay dangerous. Initial impressions, Pill.
I didn't know what to expect. I was scared shitless, honestly. It's been what? How many years since he put out a
You've been
project?
beat down by gangsters before, huh?
Facts, blood niggas.
Pause.
Pause. Stay dangerous, my friend.
Stay dangerous. Stay dangerous. I can feel you, yo.
Yeah, I just didn't know what to expect. It was YG. Okay, YG got a project. I mean, even when I started listening to it, I called my homeboy and was like, "Yeah, I started listening to YG. You listened to it yet?" He was like, "No, I was gonna wait for a recommendation before I press play." So, all right, I got you.
All right, Will.
Let's do this.
It's that ratchet shit.
Wait a minute. Why are you excited about listening to some YG?
I don't know.
Okay.
See, that ratchet,
some ratchet
I
shit.
don't
That
know.
ratchet shit.
I've been
Honestly,
saying it for a couple days. I ain't clicking on it. I'm ready yet, but I'm like, you know what? Then I saw it up and I'm like, you know what? Good. Gives me a reason now.
all right, so I didn't give a fuck about this album. I ain't gonna lie. The Stay Dangerous raised an eyebrow, but that was about it. And then I farted and I moved on. The rest of my life. But yo, on Instagram, there was a trailer that popped off, and I think I posted it on my page. I don't know if y'all saw this shit, but I'm gonna find this motherfucker. Y'all gotta see it. The trailer was so fucking fire. I laughed my ass off, and I had to. It took a premise from the most interesting man in the world. So it was supposed to be like him, supposed to be like the most interesting man in the world. It was some shit like that. That shit was fucking. Hold up.
He fucked around and got a triple-double in hard volumes.
Hell yeah.
Traffic on the 405. Why, yes, he does. His resting heart rate is 187.
His resting heart rate 187.
The exercise he does is go up. He is the fullest man alive. I don't know who drove out. When I do, my shit crack. That ain't my nigga.
Okay,
That's
now
funny.
that wasn't the first one I saw. That was I mean, I never saw that one. They did another one before that. That shit was hilarious.
Stay dangerous, my friend.
So when I see this the trailer about Staying Dangerous and all this other shit, I was like, all right, I got yo, you just because they did such a great job, I gotta give it a run through.
It was creativity putting that.
Facts. So
Only exercise he does is pull up.
that's lit. So highs and lows on the project, Will.
No lows, all highs.
Yeah, I figured that. It wasn't nothing but 808s throughout the whole album. It was like Miami bass stripper music and shit the whole time, like with a little bit of gangster shit sprinkled into it.
The interludes was dope. I mean, I don't know if they were interludes. The little commentary, like at the beginning, at the end of the joint show.
Mm-hmm.
It just was hard. It should if you actually sit there and listen to it.
It's just funny as a bitch.
It resembled a lot of a game project. So I didn't know how to take it. I mean, I you could definitely tell it's definitely not game, but it was just like they kind of resembled each other though. So it was like, yeah, it's a bunch of drug talk, bunch of blood talk, bunch of street talk. You know what I'm saying? And so if you're a game fan, I think you'll like the YG project. Me personally, I definitely enjoyed the project. I've listened to it at least 3 times. All highs, no lows. It's dope.
This is definitely an evolution from the first album that we reviewed. The first album was way more rough. It was definitely like hood skits. It reminded you of like Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg and all them niggas. This album, like I said, this is him reuniting with Mustard. They had a beef during the time of his second album, so they didn't work together on his second album. So they've worked out their differences, and then they've gotten back to the studio together. The production is bomb. It definitely flows very well. He has become better at writing hooks that work with the radio. That Big Bank record is crazy, but if you kind of want to understand where the album is going, is the whole album sound like Big Bank. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Favorite song on that.
Don't even give me the line like I remember. Only thing I remember is I listened to it and I had no problem driving from the city to like all the way out fucking White Marsh. I drove for like 45 minutes to an hour and I was banging that shit and it was hard.
Handgun was my shit.
Handgun was dope.
Rad shit.
That's supposed to be, but that's
Too Cocky.
But that's supposed to be like the single on the joint. So,
right. Too Cocky was lit. Power with Ty Dolla $ign. Slay with Quavo was ill. 666 Too Brazy is ill.
Handgun was my shit.
Sue Whoop is crazy.
I like Sue Whoop and Too Brazy. Even
So,
the joint with NBA, Young Boy Never Broke Again. That joint was dope.
Word.
It was all around good project, man.
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all. I enjoyed it. So, like, you know what I mean? It ain't nothing new. He not breaking no records. He not spitting the hardest rhymes. But guess what? I can get drunk, get high, bang this shit, and fuck bitches and have a gang banging good time. And YG can stay in that whole run. So, like, salute him for making a great project. I think this represents him quite well. He's in a great space, making great music. So salute him. I love him for that, yo. You just doing your thing. West Coast is killing niggas, man. Facts. He is definitely out there in the forefront killing niggas. So salute him for that.
Stepped out in the forefront.
Definitely. So with that being said, let's talk about let's rate this between 1 and 5 mics. Lyrics between 1 and 5 mics. Will.
Damn. Ain't nothing new. So 3.
Pill.
I give it a 3.
All right, I'm gonna give it a 3. Let's talk about the production between 1 and 5 mics. Pill.
4.
Will. You went too high. That's crazy.
3.5.
Yeah, I do 3. I ain't gonna do no 4. That was some good production, but it wasn't no legendary, life-changing shit. Let's talk about the flow of the project. How one song flows into the next in relation to the whole project. Pill.
4.
Will.
3.5.
All right, I'm going 3. 3.5. Let's talk about the artwork on the project and how it relates to the music. Will. Between 1 and 5.
2.
Pill.
I give it 2.5.
All right, I'm going to give this 3. I liked it. Let's talk about the overall project between 1 and 5 mics. Pill.
2.5. 3.5. 3.5. Sorry.
Wow. Will.
3.
I'm giving it a 3. Is this hip hop?
No.
This is rap.
Trap.
Trap rap. Agreed. Does this have any replay value on a personal level?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Would you recommend this to a friend?
Yes.
Pill?
Yeah.
All right. Don't forget, go to VVC Radio.